Welcome back. It's the Nerd Overload podcast. It's been a while, but we're back.
And we are rusty.
Yeah, and we are way rusty.
So buckle in.
Yeah. It's going to be a rough ride, but you're going to have a good time.
No refunds.
No refunds.
No refunds.
I'm Cody.
I'm Samantha.
And I'm Sam. And we've been kind of racking our brains trying to come up with something to talk about for this episode, but we think we're just going to do an extended, what have we been checking out? Because, you know, it's been like a month.
We're going to keep it loose.
Yeah. See where this goes.
All right, so yeah. Why don't you guys start off?
Oh.
Put you on the spot.
We watched Reanimator again last night.
Not all of it.
No, we didn't get all the way through it, but God, that is such a good movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
It is a good one. It is a good one.
That guy that plays Herbert West, Jeffrey Combs, that man is a genius.
Yeah.
And Stuart Gordon's a great director.
Yeah. You know, Jeffrey Combs, you were watching Justice League Unlimited a while back. I don't know if you guys are doing that now. He was the voice of the Question.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
No wonder I like the Question so much. He's probably my favorite character on that show.
The Question was pretty great on that show, yeah.
He's like superhero Mulder.
Yeah, pretty much. Everything's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dagon is another good movie, Stuart Gordon movie.
Yeah.
I need to see Pit and the Pendulum. That's his other movie. He was at Horror Hound that we went to.
Oh, he was?
Yeah,
and we didn't talk to him?
We kind of missed out on that.
Yeah, well, we really didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah.
Wandering around.
I've been playing Bravely Default.
We talked about that a little bit. Let's get into that.
The new Square Enix RPG game that is a Final Fantasy without being called Final Fantasy.
Nice.
Like, I mean, the spell names are the same. You revive with Phoenix Downs. There's Bahamut's, and it's It's a Final Fantasy game. They just called it something else.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Now you're telling me about the it has a class system.
Yeah, it has a really cool job system where you get different jobs you can set to your 4 characters. And it's basically like Final Fantasy V's, where you gain different skills as you level up each job. But those skills that you can get, you can mix in with other jobs to kind of customize your characters to, do what you want.
That's
kind of
cool.
make your own mix of things.
Very, very cool.
And the art design is amazing. Like, the character design is cool.
I've got to have you flip through the art book.
Yeah, I need to.
Like, seriously, some
Right.
of those, I can't get
Or
over.
I just need to buy the game.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty awesome.
All the towns are like hand-painted drawings that they've kind of layered in 3D that look really cool.
Oh, wow.
The battle system is really cool. It's got you can actually wager turns ahead of time. So if you think, well, I can beat this in four turns, you can pick your 4 moves all at once. Then your characters will attack 4 times, but then they have to sit out for the next 4 turns if you don't kill everybody in that 4.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of like a weird risk-reward.
Oh, that's interesting. It's kind of like gambling with attacks.
Yeah,
That's
gambling your
interesting.
moves.
Yeah. I always thought, because, a gambler's been a class in, like, different RPGs and stuff. I always thought that would be kind of a neat mechanic for their characters.
Yeah.
Better than, here's a slot machine, click a button, and if you get it right, you're going to hit, and if not...
Yeah.
I'm talking about Kate Sith.
Yeah. It's super user-friendly. Mm-hmm. Like, you can switch the difficulty at any time. You can switch the encounter rate at any time. So if you're grinding and want more battles, you can crank it up so you get more battles. If you're getting annoyed by the battles, turn it down.
Wow.
Wow.
You said there was a Street Pass component to it as well, correct?
Yeah. Oh, you can... one of the things you can do is record one of your characters doing a move, and it'll send that character over to other people so they can call on, like, summon your character during a battle.
Oh, whoa.
And it'll play out that one move that you did.
Oh, wow.
And on top of that, there's a whole town building scenario where every time you street pass with somebody, you get another villager for your town that lets you improve your town faster.
Gee, Merry Christmas. That is insane.
Yeah, it's just a really, really good game.
Yeah, you sold me. You've really sold me on it. I'll be honest, I was this close to getting Animal Crossing. I'm spending my money on that.
Don't get Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Animal Crossing and all, but
Yeah, if I was gonna $40 on.
well, Animal Crossing is actually $30, but
Yeah.
yeah, spend the extra $10 and get Bravely Default.
Yeah.
I've been playing Final Fantasy 13 too.
Oh, really?
Not 13-2.
Is that
13
one
as
with
well?
Is that the one with lightning?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I want to catch up so I can play Lightning Returns because I never finished 13 or 13-2.
Okay. What is the deal with lightning? I've seen things on the internet. I don't know the game.
I think
people-
Lightning's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
She's just like badass, hardened soldier lady.
Okay, because I've heard a lot of like negative things about her on the internet, and I don't.
She doesn't have a whole lot of depth because she's just.
Well, she's a main character.
Yeah.
Main characters don't really have depth, usually.
Yeah, I've read people saying that she's boring or whatever, but she's a determined soldier lady that
Yeah.
wants something and will just do whatever it takes to get it, and that's what she is, and I think that's cool. But
Yeah.
that's the other characters in the game that I hate.
Oh god.
It is just a
It's a fucking freak show.
gallery of losers.
like,
Snow is just the worst because he has this weird hero complex. Like he thinks he's the main character of the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he talks about he's got to be the hero all the time.
See, that could
and-
be played off as funny.
Yeah, but it's not. It's
not.
annoying.
I always thought it'd be kind of neat to have a Final Fantasy game. You know how all the different, all the games have like the same summons, like Raiden and Shiva and
Ramu.
Ifrit and all those. I always thought it'd be kind of neat to have a Final Fantasy game where those are the main characters, like they're super powered, like before they became summons, they were was just a lightning mage or whatever.
Before it would, assuming that all the Final Fantasy worlds are different realities connected by these gods, like this could be the very beginning
Let's call it,
formation of the world.
Final Fantasy 0 or something
Yeah.
like that.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, the Shiva in 13 is two ladies that turn into a motorcycle, which Snow rides.
Nice.
They combine up and kind of like scissor into a motorcycle.
Oh no, that is awesome. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up some YouTube vids of that because
Well,
that
Ifrit
sounds
like morphs into a horse that Lightning rides.
okay. See, that is
Like-
rad. That seems hilariously over the top, wonderfully over the top.
Oh, it
even.
is. And the battle system's pretty good in 13. Like, it's just the rest of the game blows. The characters who aren't Lightning are losers, and everything is a hallway.
Ah, okay.
no exploring
Yeah.
at all.
And the story's kind of overwrought, and a lot of people say it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense. It's just stupid.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, what have I been checking out? I saw Robocop.
How's that?
It's not bad.
I'm surprised.
It's not the original RoboCop for sure.
Nothing is.
It's not the Verhoeven. It's not the almost near parody of the over the top 80s action films or whatever. And it wasn't going to be that. So if you go into it going, okay, this isn't a remake of a really great movie. This is just an action sci-fi cop movie. Then you're going to have a good time with it. The twist they put on RoboCop is enough to where it's not just a one-for-one copy of the original. Do you want me to spoil it a little? Not really spoil it so much as kind of let you know what the twist kind of is. Or are you guys going to see it?
Are we gonna see it? I don't know. I kind of want to. But go ahead.
Okay.
It's-
Well,
it's just
if you're listening and you want to see it, and you don't really want to. It's not really a spoiler, but he then turn this off now. But he well, for one thing, it's PG-13, so there's not really a whole lot of violence. I mean, you don't. He's not. He doesn't. Murphy doesn't get shot up like he did before. He gets. It's a car bombing. He gets blown up. Although all that's left of him are his lungs, his vocal cord, and his face. And at one point, they peel away all the robot bits, like in the lab, and he holds a conversation with Gary Oldman as just a head with an exposed brain and lungs, just and a hand, just like dangling, and that's all it is. It was a little stomach churning, but the twist is they were going to leave his personality in there, so he starts off kind of where the RoboCop from the original one ends, with his personality intact, but they determined that he was taking too much time in the gunfire simulations. So when he puts the visor down, he becomes a robot, like the robot end takes over. So he's making he's not overthinking things, and then he starts looking into his own murder, and he starts seizing up. So they turn his personality completely off. So by the middle, he starts off like he was at the end of the RoboCop, where he's like a human but with robot parts. By the middle, he's like how he was at the beginning of RoboCop, where he was just totally blank. And then they slowly work it back up. It's very, very interesting how they do it. And it was good. It was good, and I would recommend it. I would recommend it at like a cheap theater. I wouldn't go down to like your Rave Motions or your AMC's or whatever. I'd go see it in a dollar theater, but I would go see it.
It's no Lego movie.
Oh no, the Lego movie was awesome.
Yeah, we need to talk about Lego movie.
Yeah, we need to talk about Lego movie. Yeah, let's talk about Lego movie, because that is oh my god, everything is awesome.
Yeah, it was an amazing movie.
Yeah.
Like, I've kind of wanted to go see it again.
I kind of do too. Yeah, I really kind of do too. I really like Charlie Day's character.
Oh yeah,
Benny.
Yeah.
Spaceship!
Spaceship! He was my favorite.
Yeah, Benny was great.
Him trying to use the computer inside of the
80s technology.
Yeah.
80s technology? I can do this. They keep telling him, I can build a spaceship.
Yeah.
No, Benny.
So you're telling me you don't want me to build the spaceship that I've already started?
And then he kicks it and it all falls apart.
Yeah.
Yep. I guess they're doing those blind bag figs of all the characters from the movie.
We've already bought a ton of them. Yeah.
5. I guess the Benny comes with a rubbed off chest and a broken helmet.
Is there a Benny one?
Maybe
they're doing it. Are they doing another?
Or
set?
There may be another set or something.
Yeah.
They might be doing a set. I think it might have been a Toy Fair thing where they're doing a set of Benny's spaceship, and I think he comes with the broken visor and the rubbed off chest
nice
stuff.
I haven't bought any of the sets, but if there's a Benny one, that'll be the first one I get.
Yeah, they're doing an updated pirate Metal Beard.
Cool.
With his ship. It's like the $200 set. It is like an updated Metal Beard with his full shit, and a set exclusive vomiting Unikitty, seasick Unikitty. Yeah.
Oh man, Unikitty was funny. Like Alison Brie was out Tara Stronging Tara Strong.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Just everybody was really good in
it.
Like Chris Pratt was great casting as Emmett.
Yeah. Elizabeth Banks did a really good job as Wild Style. Whatever.
Batman was hilarious.
Batman, yeah.
Oh god.
Douchebag Batman.
Douchebag, yeah.
Douche Batman.
Who's this Bruce Wayne? Sounds like a pretty cool guy.
Hey babe, I wrote this song. It's about how my parents are dead.
The song was hilarious. Yeah. No parents. Super rich. Makes it better.
I like some of the voice cameos as well. Channing Tatum was the voice of Superman. And he kept trying to get away from Green Lantern. That was Jonah Hill.
It was basically 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, I think that was kind of the joke. And it was done by the guys who did Clone High, the old cartoon way back when. 21 Jump Street. Yeah. And Will Forte, who did the voice of Abe Lincoln from Clone High, was also Abe Lincoln in this. And he credited himself as Forsyth Forte or whatever.
House divided would be better than this.
Bring your robot, your jet chair back here, Abe Lincoln. Oh my God, it was great. Everything about the movie was awesome.
Yeah. Quick spoilers again.
Yeah.
So
Shut this off if you want.
skip ahead 2 minutes.
3, 2, 1.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
The
Yes.
Star Wars cameo.
Oh my
was
God.
the greatest.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Actually, Anthony Daniels and actually Billy D. That was Billy D. Williams.
It was
right?
Billy D.
Yeah.
Williams. Williams.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah, where they got eaten, and then they got eaten by the lunar snake or whatever that thing was, the worm.
Yeah, I wouldn't want anybody knowing that there's Star Wars in advance because the surprise of it was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
like I know Lego and Star Wars are something that's gone together for a long time, but I was honestly not expecting it.
I was really surprised by all the different companies that allowed their properties to be in the movie. I mean, you had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, who we should know is very protective of their of their personal property, as we know.
Millhouse is in them.
Millhouse, yeah. There was SpongeBob because they had that. They put out those couple of SpongeBob sets. There was
SpongeBob was in it.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was in the crowd scene of the Cloud Cuckoo Land.
Oh, I missed him. Did
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was in there. And I mean, everyone but Marvel. That was kind of the thing. Everyone but Marvel.
Oh,
was
yeah.
in it. Yeah.
Well, Batman was the main character, so it's not a big surprise.
Well, yeah. But it was almost like Who Framed Roger Rabbit in the scope of how many different IPs came together for this movie. And but no, it was really good. And Liam Neeson as Bad Cop and Paw Cop.
Yeah, Mon
Killed
Paw
it.
Cop. Yeah. Oh, he absolutely killed it.
Just when he's singing Danny Boy in his office, like that killed me.
Oh, and the voice he puts on for Good Cop.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Would you like some coffee there? Well, that's too damn bad.
We actually have the minifig of Bad Cop, and he turned his head around and has like the little
The
Squiggle face.
The squiggle face. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's excellent. I dig that.
Morgan Freeman was hilarious.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And when he's a ghost there at the end,
where they lower him down on the string.
Yeah.
Yep. Do we want to talk about the end spoiler?
Yeah, I mean, we already said spoilers before.
Yeah.
Well, here we go again.
Spoiler again. I kind of figured that it was a kid playing with the toys, but I did not expect Will Ferrell to actually be in it.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect, the whole thing about the gluing them down coming from, like, his dad literally gluing down all of his toys.
Yeah.
That it had a kind of a strong message that I wasn't 100% prepared for.
Yeah. And like for a second there I was kind of worried that this is going to turn into like a legit commercial.
Yeah.
Cuz he's going to sit down with his son and they're going to have a good old time with Legos that they've purchased.
Yeah.
But like they avoid it. They completely dodge it from being crappy.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they had the Duplos thing at the very
Yeah,
end. That was
that
great.
was good.
We are from the planet Duplon. We've come to destroy your world. Oh, that was great.
And they even leave it up in the air, like maybe it's not just the kid's imagination too, because Emmett
started
moved
moving
off the table.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's I think it was kind of a mix of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the whole like existential thing going on was more than I was expecting from the Lego movie.
Yeah, yeah, same here. Because I was really expecting one thing kind of bummed me about the movie, and it actually had nothing to do with the movie. I was walking out of the theater, and you guys know because you guys already follow me on the Facebooks. But as I was walking out of the theater, I rounded a corner, and there's this guy who I overheard saying, that was the dumbest, most asinine waste of an hour and a half I've ever had to sit through. And you know what? It's his opinion. Fine. If he is allergic to joy,
Yeah.
if he can't suspend his disbelief for an hour and a half and enjoy something, that's fine. That's on him. The problem was he was telling this to his, I'm guessing probably 5-year-old daughter and like 7-year-old son.
Ugh.
terrible.
Why would you do that to your kid? Why?
How I don't.
Stifling their imagination, their creativity.
Yeah.
It's teaching them that to not have fun with things.
It's like if comic book guy had a kid.
Yeah. I mean, listen. I'm sure when I was a kid, I'm sure my parents took me to theaters to movies that they thought was dumb. But you let your kids be kids.
Yeah.
You let them
Enjoy their little
Yeah.
cartoons.
Yeah.
You keep your cold black heart to yourself.
Exactly. And that really, it really kind of tainted the experience just a little bit for me because I was like, oh man, this is so great. What the fuck is this?
Shake that guy.
Yeah.
Well, you said you heard a kid. We left. What did you say?
Oh no!
What was it towards the end?
Towards the end of the movie, I heard a kid whisper in the theater, "This is the best movie I've ever seen."
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I heard speaking of which, I heard they're working on a second one already.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
Yeah. The animation was fantastic.
Oh, it was.
It looked, at points, I couldn't tell if they were actually using Legos. It was that good. There were some scenes I was like, you know what? They've set up models for this. They're actually stopped. No, it was all CG. All CG.
The Lego water.
Uh-huh.
That was insane looking. I can't even comprehend how they did that.
Everything was, the explosions with the little Lego fire things.
Yeah.
Everything was great.
It's probably been the best movie to come out so far this year.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, a children's
One of the
cartoon
best.
movie about toy blocks is the best movie to come out so far this year.
Do you remember when we first heard about they're making a Lego movie? What were you thinking? I know I was thinking like, God, it's a commercial. It's going to be a big commercial. How are they going to make Legos into
I don't know.
anything?
I don't...
Because it was years ago. It might have been before both sites even.
Yeah. It matters if I knew what Phil Lord and Chris, whatever his name, the two, if I knew they were behind it, then I would have been for it from the beginning. But I don't remember.
See, all I remember was thinking, how are they going to... I was like, well, because they announced it, I think, the same time Battleship came out. So I was like, oh, well, here's another toy movie. How are they going to... What's next? Slinky the movie?
I have a lot of faith in the Lego Corporation.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Although that other movie, straight to DVD movie they did was not good.
Yeah. Which
Clutch
one?
Powers.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't very good.
I watched about 10 minutes of it on Netflix. I'm like, this is awful.
Yeah. Oh, and I actually looked up the town where like all the creativity was like running rampant. It was the box off to the side but like in their basement. That's what that was. That was the box off to the side where the kids' toys were. But the name Cloud Cuckoo Land comes from an actual Greek comedy.
Huh.
Yeah, about people who wanted to leave Athens to form their own society, or just to get away from society, and then accidentally formed society by getting away from it in their own town. But yeah, they actually took that name from a Greek thing. And Vesuvius, the Morgan Freeman's character, was one of the world's first architects. He was a master builder back in Greek history. That's like an actual thing that they pulled these names from.
I'm surprised how much Western world there was.
Yeah, there was a lot of Western world.
Because, I mean, there were Western Legos, but they were never that big of a
I'm surprised
thing.
they didn't spend as much time in Castle.
Yeah, in Middle Zealand.
Yeah, Middle Zealand was all... Yeah, because the Castle sets were always the ones I remember as a kid. Like, they were huge.
We could probably talk about something else.
Yeah, we can move on.
Just talk about the Lego movie for an hour.
Yeah.
Probably
I'll say
good.
it's that good. Go see it.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
What are you doing?
If you- yeah.
Turn this off, drive to a theater,
Yeah.
throw money at the counter, and watch this movie.
Doesn't matter if you don't have kids.
Yeah.
Like, go see it.
Doesn't. I went and saw it by myself, and I had a great time. Although I missed the first couple of minutes because I was Robocop overlapped by about 2 minutes, so I missed everything up to. I walked in as the prologue ended, so I walked in right as the screen said 10 years later. So I missed that first little tiny bit with Morgan Freeman and Will Ferrell.
Oh, yeah.
But I imagine I didn't really miss.
Not really.
Much.
He just kind of tells him what the prophecy is, and that's about it.
Gotcha.
Unblinds him.
Gotcha. And that song, everything is awesome. Everything is awesome, or whatever.
That's great.
That is a great.
It's Tegan and Sarah and the Lonely Island.
Yeah. No, that was catchy as hell. An earworm.
It's supposed to be because it's kind of the song that keeps everybody going and not questioning even present business.
Taco Tuesday.
Which was a corporation funded a movie that was very anti-corporate and anti-establishment.
Yeah. Yeah. I like how they made Lord Business the head of Octon.
Yeah,
because that's an old school.
Yeah,
goal.
that's the Lego gas company.
Yeah.
Okay, so we said we were going to stop talking about the Lego movie, and then what did we do? We talked about it for another 5 minutes.
Because it's that good.
Yeah,
it's that good. All right.
We haven't talked about Broken Age on here. I mean, I wrote a review of it, but you started playing it the other day. Yeah, well, that's really good too. And if you don't have it, go get it because now it's actually for sale for everybody. When I put the review up, it was just for backers, but it's since gone on sale, for you filthy non-backers.
Well, you're lucky. You seem to pick the Kickstarters that
bear fruit.
I have yet to see anything come from any Kickstarter that I've backed.
Yeah, I've gotten 2 board games and Broken Age, although I've only seen half of Broken Age.
Yeah.
We'll see. The only other one I think I have is that Neverending Nightmares one that I posted on the site.
Yep.
Which he updates that constantly, so you always know he's working on it.
Yeah.
And Shantae.
Oh, okay. See, they're getting close to finishing Stripped, the webcomic documentary, and when that comes out, I'm definitely going to. Because I'm getting a backer copy of that. And I'm definitely going to do a review of that because that looks good. And Manos, the Restoration, they're restoring. Did you ever hear about that?
Yeah, that's been forever.
That's been forever, but they're almost done. They're in audio correcting at this point, but they've went through and cleaned up every single frame of Manos, the Hands of Fate. Every single frame. And I guess there are things in the background that no one has seen for 50 years.
Wow. That's going to be cool.
It's going to be really cool.
It's going to be hard to watch, but it's going to be cool.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a pain. It's going to be well, I'm actually looking forward to, they're shooting a documentary to go on the disc as well for it, and that's almost going to be more interesting than the movie itself.
Yeah.
So I have those, and there's actually a game coming soon, Chroma Squad. It's it's parts like superhero management, like turn-based superhero attack and management, and half like real-world business management. It's the whole thing is it's set in a film studio that shoots a Power Rangers style show. So you have to manage the business side to buy better cameras and better suits and better weapons for your actors, and then the actors have to go through episodes where they get power-ups and all this stuff. So it's kind of 2 manager games in one, kind of, and I'm hoping that gets done quick.
What happened with the Exploding Rabbit guys? The guys that did Super Mario Crossover were making a game.
Well, the guy, he puts up once a month. He puts up an update saying that they've had more staff changes, and that they keep adding more features to their game, but nothing is ready for beta yet. And it has been a couple years.
Sounds like they've got some major feature creep going on.
And yeah, it is really looking kind of like it's not going to get done. In fact, from what I understand, someone has tried to sue them to get their money back because they're claiming that these guys just stole a bunch of money. I'm holding out hope that it gets done. If for people who don't know, Super Mario Crossover was a Flash-based game where they added like all these 8-bit characters into, so you could play Super Mario. The
as
first
like
one.
the Contra guy, Belmont,
or Samus or whatever, and they decided to do a essentially a reskin, make new levels, make characters that are similar but not the same and call it Super Retro Squad, so they can make money off of it. And and I'm still waiting on Mighty Number 9.
Oh yeah, but that'll get done.
That'll get done. It's actually looking really cool.
I should have given to that one, but Shantae was at the same time, and I felt like Shantae needed it more.
Yeah, well, that's probably true. Yeah.
Like Mighty Number 9 is gonna get made regardless, and
but I really wanted that backer only game, like the gold version. Yeah. Speaking of which, have you guys changed your passwords on?
Oh yeah.
That okay? Because I guess someone stole like a bunch, like 500,000.
I had to change a whole bunch of passwords because I was using the same one in a whole bunch of different places.
You shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I was kind of doing that. I'm kind of doing that too. I mean, if you can figure out my password, everything is kind of the same thing, or slight variations on the same thing.
I just realized I need to change my PayPal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably a good idea. And our passwords are no.
All right.
Well, you guys want to take a quick break and then we'll come back with some more stuff?
Yeah.
All right.
Alpha, Readers Escaped. Recruit a team of podcasters with attitude.
I'm Sam,
And I'm Josh. We're the host of Go Go Power Podcast.
a show where two grown men review every episode of Power Rangers, a 20-year-old show for children.
You'll laugh, you'll cry. Well, maybe not. But at least you'll be entertained for an hour.
Check us out at nerdoverload.com or on iTunes.
Kia!
Isn't it a shame that Fairly Odd Parents got to go on and Invader Zim did not?
Yeah. Yeah.
They almost brought Zim back too.
Yeah.
Jonathan said they were real close, but it fell through.
Yeah. I wish he would get the rights to it so he could either do an online version of it or, take it to another station. Because I think Cartoon Network would fit in with a block of like a rerun of Billy and Mandy and a new Invader Zim.
Yeah.
It would fit in really well right there. Oh, did you hear about they're going to start rolling out Gravity Falls toys?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't run anything on the site because even though they had toys at Toy Fair this year, no one was allowed to take pictures of them because they were all prototypes. So there are no pictures anywhere of them, but they do exist.
How mysterious and appropriate.
Yeah. And with that, we're back. I'm going to put all that stuff in. I'm going to leave all that stuff in. But, speaking of which, should we talk about Toy Fair?
Why not?
Why not? It's been the last 3 days. I am really tired of action figure news. I am really tired of it. I mean, it's great. It's been great content, and I love toys, but my God, I am about done with them. So expect probably one more day. I said, okay, today's going to, we're recording this on a Tuesday the 18th?
I think it's 18th, yeah.
To pull back the curtain a little bit. I told myself, okay, Tuesday is going to be the last day to put this stuff up. I got home from work and really didn't want to do anything. So I did one article and was like, okay, I'll do the rest of this on Wednesday. And then that's it. I'm done talking about toys. But you watched a lot of the stuff kind of roll through. Did anything jump out at you?
Why am I blanking on it all of a sudden? We talked about it a little bit ago. Well, the little person Batman.
Oh, yeah.
The little Gotham Batman.
Gotham. Yeah.
Kind of just looks like little person Batman.
A little bit, yeah. But it looks a lot like the art style from the comic.
And then Bruce Timm Batman was amazing.
Oh, man. That is going to be super rad. And the Catwoman's really good, too. That went with it.
I forgot there was the Catwoman, but that was a really rad Catwoman.
Yeah. What do you think of all the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff coming out?
I'm like, oh man, they're really banking on this.
Yeah. Well, it's Marvel. I've thought about this a little bit. I think Marvel has a bit of a climb, has to climb over a bit of a hurdle because unlike Iron Man and Captain America and Thor, most people don't know who the Guardians of the Galaxy are. So they're going to have to just completely saturate the market with toys.
Yeah.
So that it's in the mind of the children's.
You want this raccoon face.
I want that raccoon face. That Rocket Raccoon mask is rad.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I was surprised about just how much there was.
Yep.
But you're right. That's exactly why they have to do it.
Yeah, and I found out that the main, like the Marvel Legends, the full size figs are. I thought originally it was going to be a 5-pack of a pack of the 5 of them. It's they're 4 separate figures, with each one be with a piece of Groot. So the Groot is a Build-A-Figure. So you have to get all 4 of the others to build the space Ent, essentially.
Space Ent.
Yeah. But no, that looks pretty cool, and they've actually put up quite a few of the Lego sets as well, which makes sense because Rocket Raccoon and Groot were both in Marvel Lego game, right?
Yeah, at the end there was a big cameo by all the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I'm really surprised there was no Nova helmet, and I think that's what Joshua Kirtley, are one of our contributing writers. Which is weird to say.
Yeah, previous superfan, now contributing writer.
Yes. He mentioned that, and actually I think he commented on the post, which never happens on the site. But I agree. I'm surprised there was no Nova stuff, because that's John C. Reilly. He's the space cop, Nova.
Yeah.
Or a space cop, Nova. But no, that stuff looks pretty cool. Some of the stuff from SH Figure Arts looks pretty good. I put that up yesterday. The Michael Jackson from Moonwalker. The movie that's also the video game about magic Michael Jackson who dances his way through trouble. And if you notice, the stand is actually his shadow.
Oh, cool.
Like in a pose. So if you have him in the right pose, it looks like he's standing with his shadow, underneath him. But they had those Daft Punk figs.
Oh, sweet.
Which look cool.
Did you put those Nintendo ones up? The Nintendo stuff they had from there, or was I gonna do that and I forgot? Because there's a Luigi, a really cute. I forget the people who make it. It's like Nindroid.
Nindroid or something like that.
Yeah, Luigi, that was really cool, and then that Mario action figure, and then the 2 play sets of blocks and coins and stuff.
Right. Yeah. No, I had seen those before. Those weren't announcements at the toy fair, but that was the first real good look. I mean, if you want to put those on the site, that'd be great.
And there was
awesome.
there was a Samus, a really cool Samus, and Zero Suit Samus, of course.
Well, of course, Boob Suit Samus.
Boob Suit Samus. From that awful other M.
Yeah, but no, we should probably put those on the site. But no, I saw those, and those are.
I want the Samus. Because it poses, it has a holder, so it poses like she's diving and shooting.
Oh, nice. That'd look good with the Figma Link. Right?
Yeah, that Figma Link is cool too.
Yeah.
But it's expensive.
I know. There was actually a big thing that I haven't gotten to it yet. I'll probably go up Wednesday. Actually, I know it's going to go up Wednesday. There was a big G.I. Joe resurgence between Mega Bloks doing like a Terradrome set.
Nice.
And a bunch of 2-packs of like updated sculpts of the original, 3 3/4 inch.
They're doing another movie, right?
Probably.
Yeah,
More than likely.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go see it. And
Yep.
It's gonna be awful,
Yep.
We're gonna have to see it.
like we did the other two.
Yeah.
Oh, that last one was so bad.
Oh, that was bad. Bad.
Like
bad.
I thought the first one was bad, but that one, the second one, blew my expectations for what a bad movie could be.
Oh, what'd you think of the Magic the Gathering? For not knowing, I thought they were cool looking for not knowing who any of them were.
Oh yeah, the planes. I like the
Planeswalker.
Planeswalker designs. Like
Yeah,
I like
I
the
think they're
girl
cool
with the
designs.
goggles and the fire.
Fire hair. Yeah.
Yeah. Which they're doing a movie. They're doing a Magic the Gathering movie.
Really?
Yeah, Fox bought it out, and they kind of wanted Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that's.
Like they're expecting it to be like their Lord of the Rings.
Hey, you know what? If they could, I mean, there've been enough books based in that world and enough lore around each set. I'm sure they could pull enough for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know the water guy, Jace something or other, is like supposedly a big deal. Him and the fire hair chick, whatever her name is. I don't know.
Yeah. I played the demo of the mobile version.
Yeah. I used to play, but it was high school and they didn't really have storylines. They were just, here are these cards.
Yeah.
with some cool pictures on
Here,
them.
here, nerds, buy this crap. But no, I guess it's a whole thing now. See, I put up the Big Bang Theory. I almost didn't put those up, and I'm glad I did because, I mean, like it or not, they are a part of the geek culture.
Yeah.
And they're G.I. Joe size. So I mean, if nothing else, you can have, Cobra Commander, strangling Sheldon Cooper as a display. But I guess their packages come, the backs open up, and they are cardboard dioramas of the various sets.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that is kind of neat. So, you get the comic shop, you get their apartment, you get the Cheesecake Factory, which is a set that they constantly go to.
I want IT Crowd toys. Somebody make me a moth.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see. What are some of the things that I didn't put up? There was so much. There was just so much stuff. And it was only one day. It was only Sunday. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about Ghostbuster Legos?
Oh yeah, let's talk
yeah.
about Ghostbuster Legos.
Those are pretty rad.
Yeah,
They look good in Lego.
I would buy just the minifigs, honestly.
Yeah, I would too.
But the Ecto one is it's an amazing model. Like it looks
Yeah.
really good.
Mm-hmm.
It only seats 3, which
Really?
is weird.
That's weird. So who's not gonna get in the car and don't say Winston?
That is up to you.
Which one other than Winston doesn't
Yeah.
get to ride in the car?
Yeah, well, yeah. According to that article, yeah, it seats 3, so somebody's got to hold on to the ladder.
Or like I saw 2 little. What are those called on Legos? Those little nubs.
Studs.
There's like 2 like. Don't even.
I didn't say a word.
You snickered.
Did I?
On the roof, not the roof, the hood. I saw
Yeah,
2
somebody
little
can
stuff.
ride on the hood.
So someone has to sit as a hood ornament.
Apparently.
Somebody can surf the highway, like Sam and Max style. One of them can ride out front.
Ghost riding the whip, I think is what it's called.
Or there's a ladder. Hang on.
Now I didn't see. Is it going to come with a Slimer?
No,
No.
I was kind of hoping for a little
I
like a
know.
Slimer.
that's up to you. You got to make that yourself.
Yeah.
You can use the Green Lantern blocks when the Green Lantern one comes out.
Yeah.
And build a
Which
Slimer
I'm
out
really
of it.
surprised there hasn't been a Green Lantern set yet.
No.
I mean, shoot, they announced the Flash set.
Well, I thought they were doing a Green Lantern though.
I haven't seen one yet.
Huh.
There hasn't been any announcements for it. It's the next non-Batman or Batman and other Justice League member is Batman, and it's out in stores now. It's Batman with a new Bat car, and the Riddler with a dragster with just the Flash running next to him. Which reminds me, I still need to get that Aquaman set.
Yeah, that one's cool. They need to do more other superheroes
They
than
do.
Batman.
But you know what? Batman sells.
Yeah. But that Superman, Wonder Woman, and Lex Luthor robot,
That was
I
really
bought
cool.
that.
I love that.
I like-
I love that toy. That
I
was
don't
a great one.
I don't buy $20 Lego sets very often, but that one I'm like, I gotta get that one.
Gotta own it. No, I was right. I'm right there with you for sure.
I don't buy $20 Lego sets very often, but the other day we did buy a $50 Jabba the Hutt's palace.
Nice.
It was on clearance, like half off, because it's normally
well,
like
there-
$100.
Oh wow. Well, there you go. Well, then how could you not buy it?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it's so much money for a stupid plastic toy.
Do you remember they got in a lot of trouble for that set because they claimed it looked like a mosque or something like
Yeah.
that? In fact, I think back in the old PXT days, I ran an article.
Yeah,
on that.
we talked about it on one of the podcasts.
Yeah, I think yeah. That's it.
But now we own it.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
But the thing is, now I have to buy the Rancor pit because they actually
They snap
connect,
together. Yeah.
and that's $60.
Have you? Speaking of which, have you seen the on Kuzo the Lego Kuzo Xavier Mansion
Yeah,
snap together set? I really hope that gets funded. That looks really cool, like as a
Yeah.
modular, because they're like little mini sets with like one fig in a room, and it all snap together to build the giant. Yeah, like the Beast has his like lab that goes underneath, and all this stuff. It looks really cool. It looks really neat.
I kind of want the Sherlock ones that are
Yeah.
up. They're actually up to the review board,
Yeah,
and like Sherlock doesn't lend itself to Lego at all because
that
they
is not
yeah.
a toyetic show at
no.
all.
I mean, they
Not at
don't
all.
drive a car. The only real continuing set is like their apartment.
Mm-hmm.
But God, I want that.
Yeah. And they went ahead and passed the when the Ghostbuster set was up. One of the other things that was looking at that kind of got passed over for it was that like female heroes, like set like the lady scientist set.
Yeah, that one was really cool.
They went ahead and passed that one.
Oh, cool.
That's going to be an online only, so you have to order for it. But that is one that's going to.
That's cool
happen,
because
and
I
that's
like that.
Yeah, and it's a good alternative to the
Yeah,
sets,
Lego.
which is why you don't need that. You don't need that. Legos are unisex.
Yeah.
You know what? They're not.
Some girls are more into that or more likely to buy stuff if it's pink.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's not right. And they're actually there was a little girl from an ad back in the 80s who did another ad for Lego. Who did an ad for Lego? Who wrote a huge article about how when she was in it, she was picked to be a model for it just because she liked Legos and she was a child. And now she's like a acupuncturist or alternative medicine doctor or whatever, and wrote a huge article on Legos are unisex. Boys and girls should be able to play with whatever they want.
Yeah.
Like, there should not be gender lines on that kind of stuff.
Well, it's like those girl Nerf guns they have. That's stupid.
It's stupid.
You don't need to make pink Nerf guns. Just put a girl on the box.
Holding
you know.
the Nerf gun. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's all. I don't know.
Like the darts have like designs on them and stuff. It's like, no, you don't have to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we've pretty well wiped through
Toys.
or at least as much as I want to talk about it, because I'm speaking of toyetic things, and everyone but two of you who are listening can shut off now. I watched the first episode of the new Japanese Power Rangers the other day.
And you gave us the highlights
I gave
before
you
we
guys
started
the
this.
highlights before we started. Yeah, it's now it hasn't been subbed yet, so I don't know what they're saying.
Except for imagination.
Imagination,
You know,
which
when they're
they
saying
scream
that.
5 or 6 or 7 or 20 times. But it looks zany.
Yeah, I would say zany.
I mean, there is a part where the main character talks to the camera. I mean, he breaks the fourth wall and talks to the audience. And I mean, there's a lot of them falling down, like slapstick stuff. So it's definitely more of a comedy series. Except, from what I understand, they're all dead. They're all ghost children who are Power Rangers, and it's all train themed because trains are super popular. I guess.
Well, kids love trains.
Yeah.
They
well,
do. The kids love trains.
Yeah. But it got me thinking. We were talking about this before. So for you guys, it's going to sound like I'm repeating myself. That show is probably more toyetic than the previous season, which had like 11 people on the team and various power-up weapons for their guns and stuff. Because the season before, like I said, had like 10 or 11 members. And their whole deal is they powered up by putting batteries inside their weapons. So you had to buy a bunch of little toy batteries to make different sounds and stuff inside their gun. And then the season before that was, or the 2 seasons before that, because they're skipping over one, which has gotten a lot of hits on our site, that article, for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But 2 seasons before that, what they're doing for Super Mega Force now, the whole thing were keys. So you'd have to buy all these little keys to plug into your toy phone to change into different things. But those are all kind of cheapo kind of things. Even the batteries are kind of cheapo things. This season, the gimmick is the members of the Trangers,
Trangers.
the Power
Choo-choo Power Trangers.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. Their whole gimmick is they can change colors. They can swap colors with each other. So all the members have like numbers on their helmet and on their chest, so you know which one's which when they're changing colors. But it got me thinking about this. Now, for kids to be able to play accurately with these characters, unless they come up with some sort of magic toy that can magically change colors.
Put it in water.
Well,
maybe.
I guess, but I mean, like, or like if they just make a generic color that has the number that switches on their chest or whatever.
Yeah.
But otherwise, to play with these accurately, you're going to have to own all 5 different colors for each number
of all five
of all
different
five. So you're going
Rangers.
and that's not counting like the super secret sixth Ranger who's orange. This is the first time there's been an orange Ranger since the 1970s,
Wow.
and he technically wasn't even orange. It was a season where it was all based on different countries, and Battle Kenya was brown and orange. Battle Fever J. I know you guys are really, really wanted to know. Fun fact: it was supposed to be a Japanese Captain America. That got changed. That got split into 5 characters, and because it was the season, it was right after. Are you okay, Cody?
Yeah.
All right. It was the season right after Japanese Spider-Man, which is definitely a thing. But no, it's their secret's going to be an Orange Ranger. But anyway, just for the main cast, you're going to have to own 25 action figures. And I mean, action figures are like $15-$20 a pop.
Yeah.
So think about that. What's that? $500?
They're gonna make a ton of money.
They're going to make all the money. Toyetic as hell. And that's not counting, the weapons or the transfer machines or the costumes or the robots or the bad guys.
But from what I
It's
saw,
insane.
them changing colors didn't really do
It was a gimmick.
anything.
It was
Yeah.
absolutely just
They
a
can
gimmick.
just use each other's weapons, but what does that
Yeah.
get 'em?
Now, like
Yeah.
I said, I couldn't understand what they were saying, so maybe they were referencing things. I'm pretty sure one of them said something to the effect of, "Hey, I want to switch because your weapon's lighter than mine," which was kind of a thing. But it kind of leads to this thing. At one point in the past, because Toei, they do the shows. They're Godzilla and they're all, all that
Yeah.
other stuff. The shows, both that and Kamen Rider, are hooked up with Bandai. And it's gotten to the point where Bandai, the toy company, dictates what the gimmick is. So the writers, it used to be the writers would write a great show and then the toy company would make toys out of it. Now the toy company is dictating what they want the toys to do, and the writers have to write around it.
around the toy?
So I think that's what this color changing shtick is Bandai telling Toei, "Hey, we want to sell 1 million toys,
yeah.
so make it so they can change colors." Because there's no point to it.
Yeah.
There's no point to it. But that's enough about that. Let's move on. Let's move on to something that, people care about.
Don't want to talk about Flappy Bird. That's done and over.
It's done, yeah. Although apparently if we wanted to sell our cell phones on eBay, we could probably get a couple $100 out of them.
Nice, because I still have it.
I do too. Oh, I'm not deleting that app.
Yeah, that's staying there.
Yeah. Okay, quick question. How high did you guys get
Not
on
fair.
the Flappies?
I think
I never played it.
I think I got like 25.
79.
Wow.
Yeah. I haven't touched it since.
The real question is, how many points did you get on Farty Turd?
Oh, 5.
I think I got 19 once.
Wow.
The highest score is 24, and I can't beat it.
Wow. Do you know who had it, or is it just some
I forget the name.
rando?
Somebody put in a name.
Oh.
They didn't just hammer on the keys or whatever. And somebody's got it. Somebody is better than me at the stupid game that I made. So.
Oh.
That online scoreboard was cool. Like, it works. I'm surprised how well
really
it works.
works. Yeah. No, good work there. Very good work.
Probably should have put the site's name on it. I don't know. Like, I was on the fence. I'm like, it's a stupid game about a pooping butt. Like, I don't know if I want to.
If we were still running PXT, we definitely would have put PXT on it. But,
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I didn't
kinda
think it
agree.
was a good idea. Yeah.
I kind of. I don't know.
If I make a respectable Flash game, then I'll put Nerd Overload on it. But I didn't think that was my best
Dapper
work.
Turd. It's Flappy Bird, but with a monocle.
I was thinking today you could do a Doctor Who one where it's the TARDIS going through, a time warp.
Floppy Tard.
Yeah,
Okay, that's bad. That's a bad one.
floppy box.
Yep. Wibbledy wobbly Flappy Box.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen anything about the new Doctor Who? That's something that's happened in the past month.
No.
Actually, no. Besides what you look-
Yeah, we've seen what he looks like, and we've seen a lot of. I haven't put it up on the site because it's kind of old now. I kind of got lost in the shuffle, but there are a bunch of pre-production shots of him in the new costume, for the new episodes. I am I'm excited. This is going to be the first Doctor Who that I'm going to follow as it happens.
It'll be good. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, you should come see it at the Grandview as they come out with us.
If I have the days off,
it's fun. It turns it into an event every time there's a new episode.
awesome. Yeah, if I have the time, if I has the times,
They hang out with Cody's mom.
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine.
No, she's cool.
Yeah, seems pretty cool.
Like
Speaking of which, she had a great comment about the costume.
Yeah.
It's a good costume. It looks cool, but he doesn't have a thing.
Well, they're probably gonna add it on.
Yeah,
They didn't want to reveal it right away.
probably not.
I bet I still think his thing is going to be his kidneys hurt whenever there's trouble, because he mentioned that in the first one, and like his half a
second of
half a second,
appearance.
yeah.
It's more than that. It was more than I thought it was gonna be. It's
Yeah.
about a minute.
It was like a full minute. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, from that like full minute of whatever, and how he didn't know how to drive the TARDIS and didn't really kind of know anything, do you think they full reset his brain because it's a regeneration after his last regeneration?
Maybe they did. I don't know. Maybe he'll
Matt
get it.
Smith was pretty goofy.
Oh yeah. I think it takes him a little bit to get
Kind of
everything
get back to it.
But I don't
Okay.
know.
He's got to eat a bunch. He had to eat, the fish fingers and custard.
Yeah.
It just might take him a bit to get back to.
Okay.
Maybe I don't. You might be right though. I don't know.
Yeah, they might be resetting it so it's easier for people to get into.
Yeah. I've heard they're calling him the Rebel Doctor. He's like the doctor that goes against a lot of what the Time Lords want. Because I bet they're going to bring back the Gallifrey.
Oh yeah,
Like in full.
yeah. They've been hitting at that for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did we talk about the regeneration episode?
I believe
Yes.
so.
Yeah. I think so.
Oh, that was on the last one we did. Is that one going up?
I don't know. It's
Probably just let it go.
I probably just let that one go. Well, because it was an end of the year thing, and now we're almost 2 full months into this year.
Yeah.
It's a little late. Yeah, I kind of got in the mood where I didn't want to hear myself talk, so I haven't updated anything for that or the Go Power podcast. We have an episode I have about half edited that I need to finish up there, but
You should because it's really good.
well, thank you, thank you.
I like the Go Power podcast. We haven't watched Power Rangers in a while because of it. We didn't want to get too far ahead of the.
Yeah. Well, I need to. Well, I need to hang out with Josh anyway. It's been probably since the last time we recorded the show.
Wow, that's been a while.
It has been a while. Just been working all the time. God. And then a lot of this is getting cut.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's keep it on track. Do we have anything else that we've been checking out or anything we want to bring up for the month and a half that we've been gone, kinda?
Thanks for checking out the site.
Yeah.
We've been doing really good.
We've
Yeah.
been doing excellent.
So thanks everybody who's been coming by and reading our stuff.
Yeah, that's really excellent.
I mean, we've all been trying really hard to update every day, and we have not failed at that.
Yeah, we've had at least something every day during the weekdays. The weekends are kind of hit and miss.
Yeah, but that
that's to be
weekend.
expected. But yeah, Monday through Friday, we at least try to get at least something on the site, even if it's just in one news article. I've been trying to get at least 3 news articles on the site a day.
You've been knocking it out of the park lately too.
Oh, thank you.
Round of applause.
Thank you, and you guys have been too. I mean, it's a group effort. It's
Yeah.
been absolutely a group effort. And we have like we mentioned earlier, we have a new staff writer, Joshua Curtley,
Yeah.
who did a phenomenal that review of Justice League War was just out of this world. Excellent. And Josh Harrison, my cohort on the Go Power pod, is going to. We're working on a few things. He's actually been. He watched the first episode of Power Rangers Super Mega Force and really, really wants to rail against how bad it is. Because did you guys see it?
No.
Oh, it was terrible. Oh my God, it was the worst. It was the worst thing I've ever seen. It was really bad. I mean, it was bad for Power Rangers.
Wow.
It made Mighty Morphin look like fucking Shakespeare.
Wow.
Yeah, it was bad. But and he's working on that, and we're working on a couple other things. I kind of been trying to talk him into doing some tabletop news or tabletop type stuff, because that's kind of his thing. He knows more about that than any of us, really.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you, and tell your friends.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, my tabletop knowledge goes as far as I own a lot of games that I don't play.
Yeah. And my tabletop knowledge goes as far as you own a lot of games that we say we're going to play and then don't. Okay, I think we're at about an hour here, so I think we should probably go ahead and wrap her up. What do you say?
Yeah, this is a good point to go out on, I think.
Yeah, and we'll be back in a couple weeks because I think we want to try to get back on the 2-week rotation. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so before we go, check out the site, nerdoverload.com. Check out the Facebook page. You'll link right to it. Actually, if you're going to the Nerd Overload for the first time, you'll get a nice, handy little pop-up once a month that suggests,
like us on Facebook. It's the best way to really keep up with what we're doing.
And we want to do more with Facebook. I really kind of wanted to start doing more with that kind of stuff. But we have a Twitter account if you prefer that. It's nerd_overload. I'm on Twitter at Robot Caveman.
I'm on Twitter at Fedderson. It's not that right now, but I'm going to change it back to at Fedderson.
At Fedderson? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And then you don't have a Twitter.
Yeah. You should.
Yeah, you should get one.
Probably should. And finally, if you're listening to this podcast, if you have iTunes or whatever, please go over there, give us a star rating and a review. We're still waiting for that first one. I refuse to rate my own podcast. So yeah, go over there, give us a star rating and review. The more of those we get, the more listeners we'll get. The more the more interested we'll be in doing these regularly.
Yeah.
Right now, it looks like no one listens, and that's why we don't do them as often. If people start listening, we'll start doing more of these.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I think that's it. You guys have anything else?
Nope.
Okay, so for the Nerd Overload podcast, that's
That we need to sign out.
we do need a sign out. You know what? Contest time. Someone email us staff@nerdoverload.com. Give us a or on the Facebook or the Twitter or whatever. Come up with a sign out for us. We need it desperately. And you know what? We'll make something. We'll give you something good.
We'll give you a prize.
We'll give you a prize. We'll do something. Yeah, we'll figure something out. But yeah. So until then, that's been a podcast.
Like a legitimate prize.
Yeah,
like
we're not just going to
object.
give you not like digital high fives. We will give you something. So what it is, we don't know, but we'll give you something.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Bye.
This show is a part of the Nerd Overload Podcast Network. Listen to our other shows and much more at nerdoverload.com.